Hushif and I discussed this last night on a quick little call
Okay.
I said this as a joke, and then Bjorn just took it seriously.
because Hushaf, in one of our past episodes, mentioned that he does not consider chess to be a sport.
It's not.
Okay.
But his barometer for something that is a sport requires it to be in the Olympics.
Okay.
So with the Olympics right around the corner, we've decided to have a look at all the different sports in the Olympics, in the Paris Olympics 2024, and say which ones we physically believe we would be able to do.
Okay, so let's just go over this. Physically able to do, there's probably a lot, but do we have to be able to do it well? Like, I can throw a shot put, but the shot put is not going to go far, but I can do it.
Yeah.
So what's our criteria?
Okay, what we can do is if there's something you say, we're just going to read through the list first.
Okay.
I think I just want to get a barometer of what you guys think is a sport.
You're going to read
find
all
interesting.
48 sports.
No. Remember, it's not all. Is it 48? No, it's not all 48. Is it?
It's 48.
Nah, that's not 48.
Yeah.
We'll count it. It's fine. I just want to see if there's something you guys would be interested in doing, and then we look at like the world records going back as far as we can to see when you would physically be able to like compete in it. I guess.
No, we shouldn't be looking at world record. We should be looking at the worst record.
Oh, dude, do you actually guys know about this story? About a woman, I think from the US.
Kari Richardson, the one that smoked weed, and then they're like, now you can't compete.
No. She
Justice for
wanted
Kari.
to compete in the Winter Olympics.
This is some Disney movie type story.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
So it's not like the Jamaican Olympic bobsled team.
She was, I think, a skier, and she wanted to participate in the trick portion of the skiing event.
Mm-hmm.
And so where you have that like half pipe thing that you can go down.
Yeah.
But she was kind of garbage at skiing, but she desperately wanted to compete in the Olympics. So she found, she went through her like heritage to find a link to another country. And I think it was Latvia or something that she found.
Yeah.
She had a link to. So she applied and became a citizen of Latvia to then join their Winter Olympics squad because they didn't have anyone in that field.
Yeah.
So she was the only competitor in that specific sport for that country, and then proceeded to essentially just run a straight line down the half pipe in the Winter Olympics and scored zeros across the board.
Sure. That's
It's
pretty
such
cool,
a-
though. That's an achievement.
I mean, look, she tried.
There's a Disney story you can tell out of that, except, she's actually motivated and wins.
I don't know what to search to find the story
Women
though.
Winter Olympics.
Just put Latvia skier controversy.
Faker.
Meet the American skier. Here we go.
Wow. How did you learn about this?
Who scammed her way to the Olympics.
Classic.
So
Is there like an interview like straight after? Like, what did she say?
I'll fix it next. Sorry, I need ad blockers and stuff on here. Anyways,
Block her.
I don't
barely
know what
her.
the process is to become an athlete. I'd be very curious to know.
The process to become an athlete. You have to so you can like apply as an independent or individual to go to like certain like track events and stuff, and you kind of just have to make your way up through almost kind of like a league system. Not league system, but like you run a certain time, then you qualify for like the next set of events, and you keep going and going until you get your elite athletes right at the top.
It seems like such a lot of amount of time to put into. Oh my goodness.
They took it down.
Either way, so Elizabeth Swaney, American skier who scammed her way to the Olympics. The exact story, knowing that she would likely never have a chance to making the Winter Games while competing for a spot on the very competitive United States team, Swaney instead decided to ski for Venezuela, her mother's home country, before switching over to represent Hungary, where her grandparents were born.
That's sick.
So it wasn't. So she tried a couple countries.
Yeah,
trying to
she
get in.
tried, she tried a few.
That's
think-
unfair.
I think that's
All I've
cool.
got is South Africa and then India. Then what else can I try?
I think that's
Mauritius. I can do Mauritius.
It's a good concept.
Oh, okay. So I know for a fact that in general, Germany as a country is very lenient towards Jewish people applying for passports to Germany if they can prove some link to it because of historical reasons. I wonder if because of India's relationship with the UK, the process might be simpler for you.
No, they don't want us there.
The
The whole Brexit thing was to get the brown people out. The Reform Party.
I'm sorry.
The Reform Party is also their platform is
Don't
brown
they-
people bad.
Don't they have an Arabic mayor of London?
Indian, yes.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'm going to believe that.
It might be worse if you believe that.
But hey, just to go
What-
back to the story, like, I think that's a good idea maybe to have an Olympics where it's like people can just sign up. They don't have to be qualified. They can just sign up.
Yeah, but then what's the system then? Like, because you're gonna get like 100 people trying to compete in like one event.
Yeah, and then you pick, or you do like you pick the most average people and you do the average Olympics.
See, now I'm of the opposite belief where I want all my athletes on all the steroids. Like, I want the ultimate
want-
athlete
okay.
at the Olympics.
You
See how
want
far we can
juiced
push
up.
the human ability.
Eugenics. I like it. I'm back in the conversation, my guy.
I want to see someone like come out to the archery range and then pick up a bow for the first time.
Okay. So just to finish out here with Elizabeth, she said the field is not that deep in the woman's pipe, and she went to every World Cup where there were only 24, 25 or 28 women, said longtime FIS ski halfpipe. Okay. She would compete in them consistently over the last couple of years, and sometimes girls would crash, so she would not end up dead last. There are going to be changes to World Cup quotas and qualifying to be eligible for the Olympics. Those things are in the works, so technically you need to qualify up through the system. So basically, she found loopholes after loopholes. Yeah, just trying to find a country that didn't really have much in the way of skiing. Venezuela, pretty good shout. Hungary, also decent shout.
I feel like Hungary more likely than Venezuela, though.
Yes, in the sense that it is close to places that have snow and mountains. Oh, wait, Venezuela,
Venezuela's in South America.
yeah, so they got mountains, but I don't know if they've got snow.
I don't think so.
Maybe. Either way, when I think Venezuela, I'm not thinking skiing.
You're thinking football.
Yeah, exactly. I know sports. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
You think cocaine? A different type of snow.
Wait, what did you say earlier? Something booger?
Oh, booger sugar.
Booger sugar.
Have you never heard booger sugar as a...
I have not. I have not heard booger sugar before.
At work, we've started to use the word Pepsi instead of Coke to get around some systems.
So anyways, Elizabeth Swaney, a great example of someone that's just like a person that wanted to be part of the Olympics and, made it happen. We, as in, if we choose a sport, we have to do the same thing as find the loophole.
Okay.
What countries did you guys have access to? Because I'm pretty sure I just have Mauritius, India, and South Africa.
I got Germany, South Africa.
I got
That's not
England,
bad.
South Africa.
Surely by way of your
UK,
dad, maybe
baby.
Netherlands?
No, so my surname de Toy, it's French. So
Ugh.
there were.
I've been friends with a Frenchman? Get out.
You will catch me pooping in the river. The sign shall
Is
be
that one of
dirty.
the events? River shitting.
Kieran, do you know about this?
No, what's this?
So at the moment, there's a lot of hate towards Emmanuel Macron in France.
Okay, why? What
He's the president of France at the moment.
Emmanuel Macron.
Macron. I love Macrons, dude.
Macron.
What did he do?
So it's less that he didn't. I don't know. There's lots of stuff.
There's
I
lots
can't-
of stuff. So it's the first domino that fell was the farmers, who've been very unhappy with the treatment they've been getting from the French government. So they've been protesting for quite a few years now. I think maybe 2.5 years of constant protesting.
Yeah, I think they would a friend of ours told me they had tractors and just blocking every
Yeah.
major road in
Yeah.
Paris. But there's just a lot of general unhappiness with him for whatever reason.
Yeah. So the
Point
country
being-
is infrastructure and other things are struggling. and they're hosting the Olympics, which is, you look this up, how much is the Olympics costing them?
Allegedly more than $1 billion to host the Olympics, like to spend on infrastructure and stadiums. There's a whole ass there's an Olympic stadium in Germany from however many years ago that has just become a massive like squatter camp. Like historically, FIFA tournaments, so World Cups, football World Cups, and Olympics destroy countries. They spend a ton of money hoping for a ton of tourism, and all that happens is they build all these stadiums that never get used. Think about our own Greenpoint Stadium. It's only like in the last year or two where they're forcing rugby matches and things to happen there because it's just a massive investment that never got any use. And so like in France now, with this massive investment happening, people are just like, why are you doing this? Why are you spending so much money on this massive, weird, like pyramid scheme type
like the
industry?
country is going into the shitter. We could be using that money elsewhere. And speaking of shitting.
Okay, and I think part of why they want to poo in the river is because some of the Olympic events are going to be held like in the Seine, which is famously disgusting water. And so they spend a lot of money cleaning it up. And Emmanuel Macron said he and this other person were going to like go for a swim to prove how clean it is. So now the French people are like, we shall shit in your river to prove how disgusting it is.
So they were going to shit in the river at like a specific time so it would float down and be there when Macron was in his
That's like
going for a swim.
That's quite a high level operation.
It's like mobilization of the people.
A lot of
Just
people.
Imagine that Google invite going out to everyone like river shitting 10 a.m.
What happens
yes,
if like
no, maybe
you are on like a WhatsApp group or something, and then they're all like, "Yeah, we're going, it's happening," and then you're the only one who shows up. What do you do then?
He's like, I'm preparing. I'm eating spicy ramen right now.
It's giving what's it? Area 51 Naruto run.
They're gonna have like guards up and down.
That's so funny. Oh, did I ever tell you guys? So in 2015, 2016, my family and like Danish friends of ours, we went river boating in France, and like it's called it's like a weird borderland between Germany and France that's been like contested over many years. It's something with an R, I'm sure. Anyways, what you do is you would rent a boat from a company. Our company was called Le Boat.
What does that mean?
Dude, I still have in my bedroom I have a little captain's hat with their branding on it. It's so funny.
Does it say Le Hat?
But the point is, so then there's canals and stuff all throughout France, and you go on this houseboat, and you like there's lots of like different little small towns and stuff you can dock at, whatever. And
do you drive your own thing, or do they?
So you have to have a captain's license, I think.
Okay.
But you do your own thing. You don't have staff and whatever there, which is lovely because you don't want to be sharing a space with like staff and whatever necessarily.
The povos.
The povos, exactly. And I thought, oh, this is so sick. I looked at brochures, and you had like parts of the river where people are like jumping into the water off their boats and swimming and having a great time. Brother Bean, not only are these canals kind of horrid for wildlife, the amount of dead deer we saw because the canals have like little walls and stuff with like an overhang, so they fall and they can't get out. And then on top of that, when you dock somewhere, your septic goes into the water. So if you imagine you're pulling up to one of the like towns, you have like you can dock at larger or smaller towns. Anywhere along the like canal, you can pretty much dock. Set places.
Yeah.
But you will pull up to one of the bigger towns you can dock at, and you have loads of docks with loads of different boats, and you will watch when you pull away or a boat next to you pulls away from the dock after you've like refilled your water tanks and whatever, like after 2 days there, you'll pull away and you'll just see the toilet paper and the turds like rolling off behind your fucking...
Oh, what a magical time, man.
What a magical time that was.
Really,
I really enjoyed jumping in that water and having a snack while I was swimming around, dude. That's thick water, my guys.
That's thick.
that's thick water, brothers. Sheesh. So, long story short, the French love pooing in water. That's the dirty... Because they don't use any of it to shower anyway, so... Do you not know that the French don't shower?
No.
Allegedly.
Sure. Like, there's one thing the French know how to do. It's protesting and running away.
Anyways, so this is a lot of ragging on the French. We're 20 minutes in.
Yeah, shit on the French some more, and they love it.
We will shower in your poo. That is like a weird French accent. Anyways, so Olympics around the corner. I would like to have a look and see which of these sports you guys A, know anything about, and B, do you think you could actually manage to like do anything in?
Going back again to our earlier criteria, do we have to beat the worst do we have to say we have to be able to beat the worst record in that sport, or just be able to do it
to a certain degree?
Yeah. Like, I'll go back again to the the shot put example. I'm sure all three of us can throw a shot put.
We can throw the shot put.
Can it go far? Probably not.
No.
But we can throw it.
You never know.
What does that count as? Is it just under athletics?
It's also like...
See, that's what I'm saying. It's 48 events total.
Is it like...
But it seems like they kind of put it into categories, maybe.
So athletics is a whole... oh my goodness. Olympic history, schedule. Oh, so this is all the different athletic like options.
Men's
okay.
20 kilometers.
Hot take. Race walk I could do.
A race walk?
You would finish last, yes.
But I could do it.
But we could do it.
100%.
There's no cutoff time, like, right?
I think just before the next event has to start is the cutoff. But also, think about it. How long is it going to take someone to... obviously, it's like speed walking, right? They're not normal walking. They're doing that weird thing where their hips like fucking move. So,
really
how long is it going to take someone to do 20 kilometers? If I'm jogging, a 20 kilometer will take me probably around... an hour, 2 hours. It'll take me, if I'm going at my usual pace, it's going to take me 2 hours to do 20 kilometers. If I don't, get completely exhausted after one. But even speed walking is like a bit slower than that. So if you look over here, men's 20 kilometer race walk, the next event there is the women's
we're
at
entering
9:20.
all the men's. We can't do the women's ones.
Oh, right. True. You're right.
That's another criteria there.
Well, I wasn't going to try, but I guess thanks for telling me something.
No worries. That's what I'm here for.
It was like a walk race. I didn't know that was a thing.
Do you not know it? Have you never seen this before?
No.
Oh, dude, race walk is
cool.
phenomenal.
Oh, man, I used to love the Olympics back when I was living at home, because we'd always just leave it on the channel on like the front of in the front of the house.
Yeah.
And we just all randomly come and sit and just watch the events and get like super... like into like something random like discus throwing.
Yeah,
and we know like nothing about discus throwing.
100%. Like fencing or fencing is a good watch.
Sorry, just speaking of things to put on in the background, the Tour de France is on at the same time. It's also coming up.
Ugh, cycling.
Let me just show you, Kieran. This is look at this. It looks like they're jogging, dude.
They are jogging, bro. Come on.
Look at that. But I think the rules are your foot, like both of your feet essentially have to be on the ground at the same time.
Yeah.
It is insane. This is such a amazing sport to watch. It looks like someone's taken footage of people walking and just like sped it up.
That one dude on the far left there, he's running.
The hot take, Kieran the umpire.
Yeah,
that man is running. So that is race walking, right? So these people, I don't know, this is 20 kilometers. They are going to do a full 20 Ks at this pace.
Sure.
I think, so if you look here, it's 7:30 for the men's 20 kilometer and then 9:20 for the women. So there's an hour 50 between them. So you've got an hour 50 to complete 20 kilometers. Do you rate? No, can't do that.
No way. Whew.
Decathlon high. Okay, so for instance, an example of something I physically could not do: high jump. Unless that bar is maybe half a meter off the ground, I'm not getting there. I'm not gonna make it.
No.
So there are some things I believe I did
high jump
manage.
in high school and I got to the finals.
Okay, 10 years ago. Richard, when's the last time?
So there's some natural talent there from my side.
You could do high jump. We'll put you in for high jump.
No, I'm not. I've seen how high that bar starts at. When I'm jumping, I'm still going underneath it.
Okay.
Did you guys see that thing where they kept raising the bar higher and higher until it got to the point where they had to share the gold medal?
I was
across
actually watching that live. It was so cool to watch it real time. And the commentator did such a good job of explaining the history between the two men and how much it meant to the both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I think like commentary in the Olympics is very underrated. Like a lot of the commentators do so well to inform you about the sport, the athletes in it, and really get you invested. Like a good commentator does such wonders for an Olympic event.
I think it's also because it brings a lot of eyes to a sport that normally doesn't have a lot of eyes. So having someone that can explain it to the average person is phenomenal. So for instance, Kieran, these two dudes, the bar couldn't go any higher. They literally they jumped. They kept clearing it over.
No, it could go higher, and they said we could keep doing this or.
Oh, for real? Okay, never mind. Either way, the bar was like 2 meters. No, it was higher than that. How many higher was it off the ground?
I don't know the actual length. But yeah, so the Italian guy there, he'd actually broken his leg a couple years ago, and he was afraid he would never be able to compete again. Because you can see, look, he still keep going. He was afraid he would never be able to compete again, and I think this guy is from Ethiopia or Qatar. No, Qatar. Yeah, that's Qatar's flag. He would come and keep him like company. He would always come and visit.
Yeah.
Keep his spirits up.
Yo, look at those
and
glasses.
both of them ended up getting to the finals this year. So like, obviously the Italian guy having his leg break, having this comeback story, and having like somebody who supported him from the beginning of his leg break and was there for him and his mental health was like, it's an incredible story.
Sure. Crazy, man.
Wait, the event was 2 3/4 hours. So they kept jumping. So they jumped. Oh, jeepers. This is insane. Imagine trying to jump like 2.5 meters just on your own, dude. That's insane.
Look at that.
Boom. Boom.
Did you ever watch like the history of the high jump and the guy who invented the way athletes jump now?
No.
I can't remember exactly, but so before everybody used to.
It's just as a side note, if someone's watching this, right, we are non-experts.
Yeah, no,
semi-remembering
a lot
many
of my knowledge
stories.
comes from the commentators of Olympics when I watch and TikTok. So people used to do the scissor jump over the
Sorry.
What,
child.
like what?
The scissor jump over. It's called
Scissor.
Isn't she a singer?
That's dumb. I'm saying that as someone who did a dumb joke. I apologize. Please continue.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, scissor jump. So it's literally them like jumping and like they're bringing their legs all the way to the top, so like they're nearly like that, and it's like a kind of like a scissor movement as you like go over the bar.
Yeah.
And then as one guy, don't remember which country he's from, he's like, there's actually a better way to jump over. And he invented that C run up into the backwards jump over the bar, and like he absolutely smashed the record, obviously, because he's been able to get so much more height than you would regularly off like almost a standing like scissor jump type thing.
Yeah.
You can probably just like look up scissor jump and you'll be able to see high jump.
We're gonna
That
laugh,
must have
aren't
been
we?
way back in the day, though. Eh?
High jump scissor.
So you're saying they've been scissoring since like the Greek days, since the Greeks like first held the Olympics?
I would love to know what the Greeks looked like back in the day. Oh, jeepers.
That is wild.
Okay, so they did have this weird motion. The
Good lord.
1.8 meters to do this kind of jump though is pretty crazy.
It's like they're doing a fly kick.
They're like aiming for someone's head, and their entire like body kind of clears the bar. I don't know, the modern high jump is a bit weird in the sense that like they kind of roll their body over, so at no point is it all completely above the height of the bar.
This is much more aggressive back in the day.
It is very simple. Oh man, this guy looks like Captain America before the operation.
Dude, look at this. That's crazy. Dude.
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so they would like just try and throw their bodies
I don't think
over.
any of us would be able to do this.
The scissor jump.
I'm sorry, bro. Look at that.
That's crazy.
That was different. That wasn't quite. That was
either way.
innovative for the
So,
time.
for instance, high jump. 100
We're not doing high jump. No ways.
pole vault, not
No.
no way
Pole vault
in
is
My
hell,
my
dude.
main thing with the pole vault, I'll be so scared if I clear over it and then some other stick finds its way into my ass.
Yeah, and then it stabs you through, dude.
You'd be worried. I'd be excited.
I'm already lubed up.
Sometimes the thing like snaps halfway through, right? So
Yes,
you're, like,
it does.
mid-flight and it just
Mm-hmm. Dude, no, it's
that's terrifying.
horrifying.
Yeah,
I can't
mean, go
imagine.
high. You're going high.
Like some of the like events in
really
the like Olympics are like, why did we think of this?
So, I can
Like high jump, long
feasibly-
jump, like and like obviously all the running events I understand.
because it's like basic, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is just us proving how
Yeah,
far
shot
the
put,
human body can go.
strength,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Then you
how
get
far
like
can big men throw a
pole,
big
pole
thing?
vaulting. Why?
Okay, so I've thought about this
Okay.
actually, and I've tried. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I was a kid and there was like a small creek or a body of water, and I had a long enough stick with me, I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm a pole vault over this thing, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's also like a military thing, like being able to pole vault over a body of water. I'm pretty sure it has been used in like military tactics throughout the years. Just sending like a small guerrilla force over a body of water super quickly. It's just pole vaulting, not the way we see it now, right?
Yeah.
Where it's this crazy thing, but more like
It is,
just
yeah.
being able to use a pole or whatever to clear a body of water or to get a like to a certain height is inherently a very like tactical thing to be able to do. So I understand where it comes from. Obviously, also think about high jump though, right? It's not the form that it used to like have.
Yeah.
No one. Imagine you're running into battle
And someone's
and
just got
like you're defending a
pole vault.
fort, and you see dudes doing like like shaped jumps over the wall. You're like, okay, well, stab. Like,
Do you think Adolf Hitler thought pole vaulting meant something different?
Jeez.
I don't know about you, but I prefer not to continue down this line of thought. I'm happy to joke around it, but I can't physically get too far
I
into
can't
it.
remember where I was, and we saw somebody with an Adolf Hitler mustache. Like,
That's crazy.
I
up.
was just like, oh, you must be a fan of Charlie Chaplin. Oh, I was watching I went out to watch Formula One at a bar, and it was just like one of the waiters had a Hitler mustache.
There's no way.
They're bringing it back, dude.
That's
first is the mustache,
crazy.
then the name Adolf. It's just really been ruined by that one dude. What was Stalin's first name?
Joseph.
Joseph. People still have the name Joseph,
Dude,
though.
Yeah, but
That's
he
my
didn't
middle
go by
name.
Joseph.
My middle
It
name
was just
is
like
Joseph,
Stalin.
guys.
Kind of like Prince, Stalin. Just like one name.
Stop trying to advertise Stalin. You're not his PR man.
He don't need a PR manager. Okay, what can we do? All right, what else? What else is there to do?
Okay. Hurdles.
All right.
Guys, I'm not doing hurdles.
I'm
I
not hurting my shins. I've done
Hurdles
it
is
once.
crazy.
Hurdles is
Did you do
insane.
hurdles in
That's
high
quite
school?
scary.
Did I do? I think I did it once. I pretty
I
much kicked over.
I did it
everything.
once. I hit my shin. I was like, fuck. Those things are so much more like sturdier than I
Yeah.
thought they'd be.
I never tried hurdles, but I watched from afar and I was like, I don't think I can do that.
So another event
Okay,
is
so-
the hammer throw. I don't know what hammer throw is.
Oh,
It's
it's the thing where
like
you
a thing
spin
on the
around.
string, like a shot. It's kind of like a shot put on those two string.
Oh, it's a
things.
disc.
Dude, this is...
Wait, what is discus?
I think we can do this.
Oh, is
Again, that's
Oh,
not discus. This
Oh,
is
dude, that was perfectly straight. Holy moly! So in discus, they also kind of do this,
yes,
though, don't they?
with a disc though.
With a disc, like frisbee.
Yeah.
Big heavy
Bro,
frisbee.
I think we could nail this.
Okay, again, yes, we could do this, but can we do it well?
Can we throw
I-
it?
I
Like,
know- I
are we
think I
getting it
can.
outside the cage? Or
I
are we
think I
throwing
could
it-
do it, but I think I will always fault. I don't think I'll be able to stop before that line.
I feel like I'd...
I'm gonna throw it into someone's head.
I'd
That's
do
fine.
it,
That's why they got the
yeah.
net.
It's like golf.
It would
I
be,
wanna
it would be
see-
tough to get
Okay, wait, I forget again. What's our
the
criteria?
rhythm right, you know?
Can we do it? Do you think you could physically like? Do you physically believe you could like just complete the
That's
task?
a wrong throw.
Through.
No, through the years,
Oh, through the
through history. I'm searching for the hammer throw records through history.
Hammer throw is a cool name as well.
86 meters.
No. Okay, that's the. We can't do that. No. But
Let's see.
just think about. So wait, where is the year? Results, score, venue, pros,
There at the end.
Mark?
Date.
Yeah,
Date is literally at the end,
1966.
Bjorn.
date. Oh, okay. Oh, dude, the world record was set in 1986.
Yo.
That's crazy. So we haven't been able to beat it since.
So what, it was Russia? But Russia had like a lot of drugs that weren't like, you know, like it's been proven now. Like Russia's been doping for years, but they're finally getting caught.
Have we talked about this before? The documentary Icarus. Have you guys watched it?
No.
Dude, it's a phenomenal documentary, and it doesn't go at all where you think it's going to go. It starts off with a guy who's not a professional cyclist, but he competes in lots of like cycling events, and he always struggled to like, you know, get into the top percentage of the cyclists. And so the point of this documentary is him saying, I want to see if I can, like, how far I can push myself with doping.
Yeah.
So
the Liver King method.
So he comes after, obviously, what's the guy?
Armstrong.
Lance
Neil.
Armstrong. Lance. There we go.
Lance, yeah.
Neil is the spaceman.
Also Joper, for sure. But so after Lance's whole thing, and they got his medals taken away, all that kind of stuff. This guy was like, I want to see if I can feasibly beat the system and like make it through even though I'm doping, because that's how Lance did it, right? He had blood transfusions that essentially put the shit into his system and then took it out as well. So this guy this is how he sets up the premise of the documentary. But over the course of the documentary, he gets put into contact with a Russian doctor, and then the whole doping scandal gets like pushed out into the like open and all that kind of stuff. So by the end of the movie, it's all about how like this Russian doctor has to be protected by like against I don't know, KGB members and stuff from like assassinating him.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It is a crazy documentary. I highly recommend.
Sorry.
But yeah, what was the point of this?
Speaking of
doping.
Lance Armstrong, I rewatched Dodgeball the other month.
It's such a good film.
Lance Armstrong is in that movie, and he gives the main character like a little pep talk about not giving up and always trying your hardest.
He did try his hardest, to be fair. And it wasn't his whole testimony that like they're all doping. The top 10 cyclists are
I think
all doping.
number 17th or whatever ended up winning one of the medals that got like taken off. Like they didn't award it to him, but it was like technically the person who finished 17th in that race is first should have won.
How? What happened to 2nd through 16?
Doping.
Oh, have they all been gevangen, bro?
It was a massive, because it wasn't just like Lance that got caught out. It was a whole bunch of people.
Okay. Unreal. So I want to see, I kind of just want to see them throughout the years. And dude, these are all in the 80s. There's no way in heck.
Dude, we're not throwing.
If we had
far.
more,
I'm going to page 11 of search results. It's still at 70. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's frustrating. Okay.
So I'm not throwing at 70. There's no fucking way.
No. Okay.
Also, look at the way those men are built.
Yeah.
I don't even think. Yeah.
If I had
even if you put me in the women's event, I'm not winning.
I think you put any of us in the women's events, we're not winning, my guy.
How many like attempts do we get? Do we get like pre-attempts? Do we get a practice?
To try and hit 70 like
or
minimum.
are we just like rocking up and we're like, I can do this?
No, we get the standard three tries.
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle-G.
Like, have we been practicing? I mean, what's the context behind this?
I think
at our current level, what can we do?
Right.
Okay.
So you throw up, you do your warm up, and you like probably get a practice throw
warm up
or
is
two.
just like
Chuff a cigarette, smash a beer,
I don't know. Like, I think I go
pack a tobacco pouch.
Yeah. I go like 30.
drink a Red Bull.
Do you rate 30 meters?
Yeah.
No ways.
Probably more.
Is this
So you're saying you're gonna be able to execute the spin, not fault also?
Yeah, I would.
And you can get 30.
I think so. I think if I like got the release on the spin right.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna follow their technique though. Do you know what I'm gonna do?
We're untrained.
We're untrained. So what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna start spinning my arm windmill style, and then try and release it at the.
Why I order?
But you have to like. Because the hammer's like attached to.
It's not a hammer. Right? It's a ball attached to a long chain.
Like a chain.
Two things that you hold like that.
Yeah.
And
you release it like this.
I don't know. I'm not trained.
Probably.
Yeah.
But like according to
You
the video,
definitely do have to let go at some point. That's all I can say.
Okay, so I'm just gonna write off athletics. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't think we're doing
again
super
like
well.
there's stuff like we physically can do.
Yeah.
But we're not getting anywhere close.
Okay. Badminton.
Okay, let's start at the top. Archery.
What's that? Archery.
Now I think
I've
Now,
done.
let me cook.
I've done archery before. I've done it
Okay.
one time.
And I've watched so many YouTube videos.
Yeah, and I was pretty good.
I think
Pretty
if
damn
I
good.
learn how to do archery, like how to use a bow and arrow, I reckon I'm not gonna win.
Are we
I'm not gonna
using,
come first. I'm not gonna come second.
We're using like the Olympic bows, so it's like a
Yes.
mechanical.
I can get a score. I'm not gonna like.
I think
win.
I hit the target.
Yeah, I can hit the target. Teach me how to use a bow and arrow. I think I can do it. I
Rishabh?
can't do the
That's-
speed.
No.
I
That's
definitely
far,
can't do
dude.
the
No,
speed
no.
ones.
That
Guys,
is farther.
I
Eh?
can't do the
Remember
speed ones.
criteria. Remember the criteria.
What?
You have to show up as we are now. And you
Dude,
get to
I
warm
don't
up.
even know how to
All right,
hold the
but
bow.
you get-
Do I
a
get
practice shot or
prepped?
two.
Can I watch Can I watch a TikTok video how to shoot a bow and arrow? Like I'm just there. I'm like, hang on. I pull up my phone, look
That
at
looks-
TikTok.
What are they even carrying there? That looks not like a bow.
I think that's a stand for the bow.
I love these little clappy things. It's so like, it's fine, but a vuvuzela is so much better for making
I don't
noise.
need those clappy things. I just
Clap.
Is there
without my hands.
is there like a time limit where it's like you
So
have to
I think there's
you have to shoot it?
yeah,
within-
there's different archery ones. I think there's like also a speed one, and then there's one where you can just take your time and you get like 3 attempts, and I think you have to keep going further.
Yeah,
No,
I think,
dude, that's
take
not a
your
stand,
time
that's the
would be
bow.
cool, man. Take your time, and then we sort of like pot around and figure out how to shoot the bow. You know.
Okay, so look, no, that's
Gee.
dude, that is crazy. That's like a javelin on the end there. That's insane. So you have to rock up. You get a couple. You can figure like you have an hour or two to prep, right?
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to prep for 4 months now. That's that you can't do that.
I feel like the
Surely-
bow that they're using does like a lot of.
I'm just
it.
I'm just
Like, look at this thing, dude. It literally is like.
Pilots don't even fly the plane. It's all
I'd
automatic.
be like walking up to my competitors and be like, how do you use this thing?
Like you gotta
Drop
bring
a
it
fart
to
to
the
distract
back,
them.
Bring it to the. Dude.
Um,
That's crazy.
Kubon Chen, man's unreal. Then this
Look
is
at the
Jacques
glasses.
Charles
I
Valadon
love
or
the
something.
glasses in the sports,
So
sports
this is a
glasses.
this is correct. I don't think you guys are hitting the target. I got to be honest. I don't believe we're hitting the target at
My
all.
back muscles are pretty good.
Do we know how far that target is? 1.9.
This is the first set. I think it gets further and further.
No, guys. I don't think we're doing this. I don't believe.
Okay, do you think if we
No
have the
win.
4 months to at least learn how to use
Oh,
it?
look. I think
To hit the target, yeah.
to hit the target for sure.
Okay.
We're
We're
getting
not
knocked
getting
out round
nines.
one.
We're not
Okay,
hitting
let's
But
see.
bullseye.
no, remember the criteria is as we are now, we rock up, we try and figure things out for an hour or two, and then we have to like
No.
participate.
Okay,
Okay,
definitely not
yeah.
gymnastics. Oh, speaking of gymnastics, have you guys seen Simone Biles?
Yes, we know all about Simone Biles. She has got the most gold medals in gymnastics ever.
I've watched like her recent thing now. Oh my god, the stuff she does in midair. It's like she's an anime character.
Dude, have you seen the comparison videos of her of like
When she's done an event before and like now and how they're like almost exact.
No, not her. Well, her versus people like 60 years ago.
No.
For like the vault, right? That's where you run, you jump, and there's like I guess like a pole like that, and then you vault over it, and then you do almost a handspring off of it, and you do stuff in the air, and then you land.
Yeah.
People used to literally just run, jump over the pole lying horizontal, and then land, and people would clap and lose their shit. And now Simone Biles is out here genuinely
backflips.
doing a Rasengan on the sidelines, doing a chittery as well, because she's all the characters, and then does 5,000 flips
Going
before she
full
hits the
Carl,
ground.
50%.
It's
That's
insane.
I'd love to see a program where it's like ancient Greek footage
Oh,
next
it's
to
so
modern day footage.
Dude,
I would love that, dude. I want them to do the Olympics where it's they're all Greek themed. So they're in the old school Greek gear.
do you know I'm sorry, did you know that they did the Olympics naked in Greek times?
Oh shit! I forgot about
they didn't have uniforms and cuck, my dude.
Well, I mean,
they were in the
Olympics
nude,
would
brother.
also be fucking. That would be
And it was,
sick.
I'm pretty sure it was all men as well. So you're just gonna see a whole bunch of dudes hanging brain.
Dude, I didn't think about it.
It's the freedom of movement, nothing to restrict them.
There's no, you know,
Imagine you pole vaulting.
there's no wind resistance.
You're like, I would have made it if my dick wasn't so big.
Anyways, so no.
Okay, so
I'm
nothing in
not the biggest
archery.
fan of that.
Nothing in archery, definitely. Nothing in gymnastics. Nothing in swimming.
So just for context, artistic swimming. So archery, artistic gymnastics, artistic swimming, and athletics. I don't think I could compete in like a 100-meter race.
We're not getting anywhere close.
No, we're not getting anywhere close. I used to run it in 12.4, which ain't bad. But it's also
how long we're talking now?
trick. So 10 years ago.
Decade ago.
I'm maybe going to be at like 13, 14 seconds now. I'm still decently fast.
Okay. All right, let's go B's now. Badminton. Baseball, softball. Yes.
Baseball,
I could.
No, I don't think.
I think I could. Softball, yes.
Durée.
Yes.
That's where they throw underarm.
Yes.
Eh? How fast does the ball go
Not that
compared
fast.
to? Really?
Yeah. I can do
Okay.
it.
What's handball? Is that like what we used to play in school?
Yes.
Stop jumping the queue. We're only on B now.
Because that's not too hard. And yeah. I think I could do
Baseball,
baseball, softball.
So you can at least participate.
I think I could place.
I don't think I could hit.
Depending on who my teammates are,
Hit the
I
baseball.
think
Kieran,
I
I'm
could.
so
I think I
sorry.
could place.
Will you please help me in just shutting this guy up for a second?
Well, it depends,
Do you think
like,
you could place on the podium?
In baseball, softball, depending on who my teammates are, I think I could place.
Depending on how hard you get carried.
I think if you were against like an Olympic pitcher, there's no way you're hitting it.
I think at least one of my swings are gonna hit, but also my teammates are there.
I don't know, man.
Bishop, I guess it does
Can you
kind of
just
depend.
go like halfway because we don't see all this?
Oh, sorry, this is 3.5
Yeah.
hour long. This is a full match.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, also, we can't show any of this on the podcast because the Olympics are hella tight when it comes to showing any kind of their
Surely not.
footage.
No sound, small
We'll have
box
to
should be
Google.
fine.
But like,
It's crazy.
You know, Shav, it's not Wii.
I can do it. Look at
Sports,
it. I can do this.
That's a fault. Okay.
Yes, that's a
maybe.
foul ball.
I don't know.
I
dude.
can place.
Okay.
Put me on Team USA. I'm gonna place.
Isn't it like if
How fast do softball pitchers throw?
average speed
46 to 55 miles per hour.
Which
What's
times
that in
1.6?
normal?
So let's say 45 times 1.6. That's 22. So around 80 kilometers to
I got it.
No.
What 80 to 100 kilometers an hour.
I got it.
You think
I'll
you
do
You
it.
got this.
I think
Got it unlocked.
the
I
reflexes.
truly think.
I would love to test this, but I'm pretty sure we can't find a friend who could throw a ball between 80 and 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, actually, we have no athletic friends.
Whoa.
pretty athletic.
Whoa. We're pretty
I got the Mickey
athletic,
Mouse.
dude.
All right, let's go run a meter, 100 meter right now.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. No, actually, it's slower. Sorry. It's like 65 to 80 kilometers an hour. Actually, this is reasonable.
I don't know.
We
Look,
could. We could.
look.
We could. Put me on Team USA. Who's won the most? Put me on whichever team has won the most. I could do it.
Hold on. Olympic
You're not gonna be on Team USA. though.
softball most winners. Most golds.
Like,
Nice,
they
right.
invented the sport.
Oh, I just want to see a simple, hey, this is the most number of goals. Dude, oh man, I do not.
Got
Oh, it
States,
only
China.
I'd only got
Introduced
in
recently.
1996.
Hey, when we were born.
Oi.
Japan.
Oh, but I'm sorry. Do
Yeah.
individuals
Australia.
get gold medals?
Well, because they compete. Some of them will compete multiple times.
Oh, but yeah, the United States dominate.
It looks like Australia and United States. Yeah, put me on
Team-
who do I like
Team
Australians more.
Australia.
Put me on Team Australia, and I'll do it.
No, we'll do it.
The power of friendship. All right,
Okay,
next
Maybe if
one.
We have all three of us on, the
All right.
No. I
at
think
least
that
one
would
of
be,
us getting something.
No.
I think. Oh, we each get put on one. So Japan, Australia, and the USA
USA.
seem like the most like prominent teams. So each one of us gets put on one of the teams, and we're all sorted.
Yeah,
we will be on the
odds-
podium together, guys.
All right,
We'll figure it out.
basketball.
No.
Yes.
No.
Put me at like the end of the bench. I'm not getting checked in. I'm just there. I'm getting a medal.
Okay.
Last person on the bench.
Okay. I want to add a new criteria.
Okay.
If that's okay. we cannot compete in team sports.
Okay. Yeah, because
It's the rule. You can't just say like team sport and then be like, yeah, no, for sure.
I wouldn't get through.
Okay, why are you going through beasts, man? Okay, basketball 3v3.
Beach volleyball is also a team sport. You can't boxing. No. Boxing. I'm
boxing,
dead, guys. We are
I've
dead.
been knocked out before. It's
Bro,
not fun.
what's breaking?
This is what we talked about last night. It's
Breaking-
break dancing, dude.
Isn't breaking the boards or they
Okay.
No, it's not martial arts.
judo and breaking should be in
Breaking,
the
hear me
Olympics,
out.
dude.
So
Hear me out.
breaking is like break dancing, dude.
Oh really?
No, I'm not. I can't do breaking. I can probably do like one move, snap my neck, and it'll be like an event.
Oh
Me
my
snapping
gosh.
my neck.
So it's. Oh, do you guys remember Meet the Spartans?
Yes.
Where they like the
When they battle and they do.
a breaking
Yeah.
a break dance battle. That's all I.
So
That's
dumb.
I have never watched actual breaking.
Have you
like,
not?
So
Not even like those movies that used to like Step Up.
I remember Step Up, but like loosely. It's like a foggy part of my brain. But for me, when I think of breakdancing, I just my brain immediately feeds me the Meet the Spartan scene where the guy like slides on his elbow,
Yeah.
50 kilometers, snaps him, and then like pops and is like, "What you gonna do, man?"
It's a classic. It's
So yes, breaking. I started in 2018. That's pretty cool.
So second time they will be having this.
Yeah. No,
So-
2018.
so it's
it'll be the third
breakdancing,
time.
Yeah.
2018, no. Every
oh.
4 years. That doesn't make sense. 2018, 2022.
Featured at the Summer Youth Olympics. I
Ah.
apologize. Okay, so main Olympics it would have been.
It's skate.
Oh no, this is the
skateboarding.
first time.
Yeah.
It's the first time following its outstanding success at the Games in Argentina. What? Yes, it was added to Paris 24
Nice.
Olympic program.
But skateboarding also is a new one this year, right?
Yeah, skateboarding.
Um,
That's awesome.
Where is it under S, bro? Skateboarding,
Yeah,
yeah.
you think so, hey? Under S.
Skates.
All right.
Okay.
So nothing in B's. Let's go to our C's. Canoe.
Slalom. Dude, I can't.
What is
Canoe
that?
So it's think about like, do you know what a canoe is?
I know what a
Obviously.
canoe is,
So
yeah.
slalom is just where you essentially have points that you have to go around. You can see that you often see it in skiing the most. When
Okay,
guys
yeah,
do
yeah.
those crazy turns around like different little flags and stuff. Canoe
I
sprint,
don't know, dude. I don't
maybe.
Yeah, dead last. Like, dead
Like
last.
I'm not placing, but I think I could potentially like do okay.
No, I get so tired when I'm in a canoe. I don't think I'd be able to get
You guys,
halfway.
Pace yourself.
what do you feel about karate? Anyone?
No,
No.
If they could
Cricket,
go and,
team sport, cycling, BMX.
Okay.
no
cycling
freestyle.
around.
Okay, I think when it comes to racing, more than like a freestyle thing where it's trick based. I can't do any tricks.
Look, if everybody else crashes out during the race,
Okay.
I'm
what
there.
about his diving is a great one because
I think I could do diving.
have you seen how high those divers
can't
dive?
dive.
I think I could do diving.
Guys,
Lord,
you
dude.
realize you're gonna dive you at the water, right?
Yeah,
You could like
but I
if you
have
haven't practiced.
I have
you
until
could-
now to learn at least one move and get that damn move down pat.
I don't
What
think
is-
I'd be able to do a flip like. Or
I think I can
You'll
get
just
any
points.
pin drop.
sort of like.
You'll pin drop from the
it's-
top.
Okay, wait. I think
I'd
I
be
can
too
get
scared.
points. I think I can get at least 1 point. in
No,
diving.
okay, that's irrelevant because I'm pretty sure if you complete it without dying, you get a point.
If you just do a pin drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, hundreds. Do you guys know
No,
that?
you get like I've seen people get zeros.
Is it like a 50 meter? What's the highest one they do? Is it 50?
I don't know.
It's a crazy distance.
It's really high.
People that like participate in the highest jump they can't practice much because jumping from that high into water does such a number on your body that like your muscles start essentially tearing from the like impact.
That's
So they can only do like a handful of jumps a day to practice.
Diving is another one of those where I'm like, why do we need to have this?
Now hear me out. Commandos jumping from
Oh
helicopter.
my god!
It always comes back to military with me.
doing beautiful forms as they're falling down.
Okay, so equestrian. Let's go to E. Equestrian. Do you guys think
It doesn't
you could-
count as a team sport because I'm working with a teammate.
the horse?
Yes,
Dude, I don't
Oh,
even
you've
know.
watched Silver Spoon, haven't you?
I've ridden a horse.
Some of it,
How-
yes.
How many times have you guys ridden a horse?
about 3 times, I think.
Somewhere around 5, probably.
Once.
but only of those
Once.
3, only
Once.
once where the horse wasn't like on a lead.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
on a lead. Yeah.
I think. Oh, actually, no, that's untrue. I rode a horse a bunch when I was a kid, because we had
Well, you're a
family
horse
friends.
boy.
Nay.
No, did you know horse girl?
No, I don't.
Did you know what a horse girl is?
Oh wait, hold on. I've seen videos of women in their gardens like pretending to like trot.
Okay, not that.
Sorry,
That's a different type of horse
I
girl.
got very excited
Alright.
there. I apologize.
Okay, a question. Depending on my horse.
Wait, what is a horse girl?
Oh, it's just like a girl that's really into horses.
Oh no, okay, that's chilled.
Okay. Depending on the horse, I think I could place.
Okay, because we've watched an anime called Silver Spoon. It's all about this guy who lives in, I think, Tokyo, but then he has a horrible relationship with his family and stuff. So he moves to a boarding school out in the country for high school. It's an agricultural school, and they do like some like normal coursework, so maths and whatever, but it's all catered towards like finances for your sheep farm.
Okay.
And they do a lot of animal care and animal raising and farming, all that kind of thing. In it, the main character joins the equestrian club at the school, and he learns about relationships with horses and how it's like a partnership, and you have to respect your horse and all this kind of stuff. And if you put your trust in your partner, you can succeed. And as far as I'm aware, it's relatively based in like actual research and reality. So if you have a decent enough horse that knows their stuff and can ride with an incompetent rider, then
I need to slim down a little bit.
yeah, for sure. Me too, dude.
But because I'm short, that also plays into my favor. I think
I'm just gonna get a draft.
If I'm not
horse.
placing, I'm maybe
fast,
coming
yeah.
fourth, depending on my horse. Like my horse is gonna carry me, literally.
Okay. I don't think equestrian. I don't think I can do it.
No, I don't think I'd be. Yeah.
Just fencing. How do you feel about fencing, Kieran?
Definitely,
I
I'm
think I
getting
could do
gold.
it. First time, pick it up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Pick it up.
Dude,
and-
my reflexes are so good.
Dude, I am so fast. It's crazy. I have like
Where is
I'd be
this
really
confidence coming from?
Do you not know how
Have you
quick
never like
Have you seen how they like what they do?
Yeah, and I can do that
yeah,
better.
So funny. This is
You got a
insane.
lunge, bro.
Oh, have you guys watched fencing before? By the way,
Yes,
I find it
fun.
so boring because it's like boom, done, point, boom. It's not as like flashy as like saber battles on duels used to be in the back of the day. Obviously, it's a sport that's been fine tuned, but I feel like it's at the point of like in a lot of sports, like people just get better and more impressive, and like for instance, talking about Simone Biles, right?
Yeah.
And how gymnastics, it has just become so incredible the heights people have achieved, or like running, where people are like faster and better and stronger. With fencing, yes, there's skill and there's a lot of training that has to go into it, but it's the better people get, the less of an enjoyment it is to watch.
I think fencing could benefit to moving into kind of like how boxing is, where it's like it's free flowing for like however many minutes they want to do for fencing, and obviously you're getting scored by the judges for points where you're scoring on your opponent,
Right.
and it's
I
not
think they should,
resetting after somebody strikes for the first
Yeah.
time.
They should like remove all the armor and just have.
I'm sorry, you want to fight to the death?
Yeah. Then it would be.
All right, think about an Olympic event. It's a free for all brawl where we bring in all death row prisoner inmates, and the winner gets to go free.
Have you ever watched Dead Man
Jeepers.
Wonderland by any chance?
Yes.
Or like 50 other Hollywood movies all about
right,
this
Picture
premise?
the Hunger Games, but we actually do it.
Okay, who's gonna be
Yours.
President Snow?
No.
You mean President Booger Sugar?
Okay, you said
Shooting.
gold for
What
fencing.
about
You think-
shooting?
Okay, no, realistically,
Shooting?
realistically, I'm not getting gold in fencing, but I think I could do. I think I could do pretty well in fencing.
Okay, what is flag football?
You've
No idea.
it's similar to.
Why are you standing up, push-up?
To show you the regular football, but you got like flags here, and you have to kind of like.
Oh, is it
take
like
off
touch
the-
rugby?
No, you got to grab
like
the
tag.
flag on the opponent.
I know, but that's what happens in touch rugby.
Oh yeah, touch rugby then.
But what purpose does that serve? You're still just.
That's how you like tackle them, and then the ball goes.
Oh yeah. There's no.
Oh, okay. So it's like almost no
If I'm
contact.
pretty sure that's what it is. If I'm not like gaslighting myself, go watch a video, and you can see it. Did you close your YouTube? The
Yeah.
YouTubes.
But it's fine. I don't flag football. Okay, cool.
But again, this is a team sport, which you said is
oh,
no
is
longer
this
in our
American
criteria.
football though?
Mm-mm.
Yes, flag football, the American kind, the American football.
Oh, okay.
So that makes more sense because touch rugby, obviously, same kind of vibe. I was thinking like just
There's a
like
flag, like paintball type thing.
yeah, I wasn't sure how you could compare like soccer / football to
Paintball in the Olympics, yes or no?
Yeah, I think it's cool. Professional paintball.
I don't know. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I feel like paintball. I've been watching. I don't know why, but it's just been showing up on my feeds on different socials recently. I find paintball to just be a spray and pray kind of game. Like I've watched how they just refill their flipping.
Okay, but like, okay, you put in.
They
We put in certain rules. They only allowed a certain amount of bullets. Once you're out of bullets, that's it.
in which case it actually becomes a game of like skill.
Strategy.
No offense, guys. if you're a player
So
of
see,
this
we're
game.
pissing off the fencing community, the paintball community. Who else are we pissed off? The French.
Oh, that's fine.
Football. Put me on the Brazil team.
No team sport. Oh, paintball would be a team sport, so
Yeah.
we can't even weigh in.
Yeah.
Golf? No.
No.
Golf's
I might
tough.
complete it, but it'll take
Okay.
like 5,000 shots.
Yeah.
If putt-putt were to become an event,
I could do putt-putt.
I think I could place.
Putt-putt is, yeah, depending on the course.
Is putt-putt a sport?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, okay, according to your criteria, it is not actually a sport yet.
There are things I say when they come to the Olympics and like it validates it, like I said.
Yes. Okay, so, but why is putt-putt a sport then?
Because golf is a sport.
Yeah. It's super competitive as well. It's got a scoring system.
But so does chess, and who doesn't believe chess is a
But
sport?
what's the equivalent to
Chess
chess
is a
in the
sport.
Olympics?
Yet.
There's nothing in the Olympics currently that's like chess. That you'll say is sport.
Give
But
me a
because golf and
second.
putt-putt are so
it's
similar,
always-
it's sport.
man.
It's-
And I feel like putt-putt, it could be so much more fun in golf, especially like with the courses and all the fun little things they do.
You just you want people in like sponsored Nike kit, like hitting a ball through
Through
like a
windmill.
clown mouth opening
Yeah.
and closing.
I think it'd be so cool.
Okay, so if we're moving past golf, I don't think we're doing well.
No.
Handball, we did a lot of it in school.
I think
Cool,
handball
man.
might be
And
a
tennis.
team sport also in...
Oh, what does it look like volleyball? what does the little guy
Maybe
look
it's
like?
not what we're thinking though. It might be something different.
Oh, dude, this looks way more dynamic than I thought it would be.
Can we YouTube it? I want to see some
Jesus.
visuals.
Okay. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I think this is different from what we're thinking of. Like.
Yeah, because obviously we, we
we used to
We're
draw
thinking
up
of, like,
our own
4
little
square,
chalk courts,
Yeah.
poppies.
do the snake.
Puppy.
Other
Yeah.
classic moves, guys. What's it called again?
handball.
Handball.
And ball.
Olympics. There we go. This I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
this kind of looks
Whoa.
like lacrosse without the stick.
hence handball.
Yeah. It's like
Oh,
What are the
okay,
rules?
so
I'm
there's
trying to see
it's
if I
like
can
it's almost like an indoor football sized or like a netball sized field.
whoa.
There are
Okay.
goals. There's a goalkeeper, and it looks like
You can't. If you jump, you can jump before the line, but you
I think
can't
you have to
step
be-
in the line to try and shoot.
yeah. Okay, I don't understand. And you can move with the ball, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's amounts of steps you can take.
Unless
One,
it's like
two. Ooh, that was smooth.
Wow.
and is it just attack and defense? So
Ooh, nice
it's
save.
Blocked.
essentially they just like the defenders will form like a D formation around the
Ooh,
the inside
nice.
square or the inside thing, and then it's just attack and defense.
I wonder if you can only also start shooting in between those two lines. Like you can't throw it from outside that.
Okay, well it looks interesting. It seems very fast paced.
Yeah.
And it's a long game.
I don't know why, guys, but it's giving like Quidditch teams in uni.
It seems like you have to bounce the ball though at some point. When like I see everybody when they receive, they bounce it once.
No,
Before they take.
you can use bouncing to get it around people. I think.
Anyways, team sport. We can't compete it during
Yeah.
our criteria.
So it is not the school sport that we used to play.
All right,
Hockey,
no.
can't, judo, karate.
no.
Let's just do both martial arts quickly. I did judo for 3
I did
years,
judo.
from when I was 8 until I was like 10 or something.
So back in prep school, they had something called judo.
Yeah.
It was not judo.
I did that, yeah.
Really?
It was just like we would go there in our little like what's it called, keys?
The geese, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
little outfit, yeah.
And then we just do like random ass shit that did not relate to judo whatsoever.
Oh,
Oh no,
did
I
it.
did
we do
throws.
throws at the end, but it would be the same throw every time that we would do. Like, we never
no,
really
I did
We
like
did judo
proper
rolls.
grappling and
Nah.
throws and all that kind of stuff.
So you think you could?
I think I could hip throw someone.
Yeah,
for sure.
You have to grab by the collar and then twist.
Yeah, you just turn. I think I could.
Oh, did I ever tell you guys about my like core memory when it comes to which is also why I hate wrestling. One of my core
professional wrestling or
professional wrestling. No, well, no. Like
grappling
WWE.
wrestling. So that's professional wrestling.
Okay. Like the entertainment sport. I think so. I did grade 1, 2, and 3. I was in judo. And somewhere around grade 2, I think. Some obviously the kids that did it, a lot of them were like wrestling fans. They just wanted to like be in like some sort of
Smack it down.
Smack it down. And we did like sparring, and like I competed in like cross school, cross club like competitions and stuff as well. But the one day, one of my classmates, who was really into WWE, he and I were matched up to do like a sparring session, and we're lined up. We got all the classmates, like all our club mates, like around the edge of the mats, and he and I in the middle with our sensei. And for some reason, I'm like in the starting position, like the grapple position, and then my opponent, he like goes down into almost like a charging position. He looks at the other kid that absolutely adores WWE, who was my team captain. He goes, "I'm sorry, I gotta do this." Immediately when the sensei goes like signals us to start, I like move, at which point my opponent head rushes me into the stomach, wins me, and like makes me writhe around on the ground crying.
He like looks at you. I'm gonna have to unleash all my power for him. Forgive me, sensei.
Told me not to use this technique.
So he spear tackled you basically.
Yeah, hundreds. And I was like crying. I was like, this sucks, dude.
It's
this, and I was like, and from that day forward, I was like, wrestling sucks. Like the people that watch wrestling are the worst because they just want to do these moves that aren't real. It's not real, Lucia.
I think professional wrestling could be an Olympic sport.
But
no.
Hear
me out. The same
what
way.
What category? Like
it's its own thing.
But
like,
it's just entertainment, Hushav.
Okay, but hear me out.
Okay.
The same way like we have like synchronized ice skating or those type of events like dancing.
Synchronized ice skating isn't a thing.
Ice skating, whatever.
You mean figure skating when they dance?
Yeah, when they dance also with it.
Yeah.
So it is a choreographed sport that is then judged obviously based on its merits. And I think professional wrestling, you could do the same, where you get two athletes from one other nation. They have to put together a 10-minute match, and then judges will score it based on, the moves that they do, the story they're able to tell, grapples.
Story.
You can tell a story.
I know you can, but that's a long event as well.
10 minutes, no.
I was gonna shoot you down, but you gave some really solid points. So now I'm not as keen on shooting you down. But I still don't think it would necessarily make for like great competition because the winner is technically already like. Because you have to build a story element into it.
We're basing it on the sequence, the dancing sequence. It's obviously it's planned.
I think it might be too difficult to score if it is just like a performing art. Because you would have to have like writers and
no, we're just basing it on the athletic storytelling of the moves and stuff. Because there are stories you can tell. Obviously, when like they just match up random people, and one's a grappler and one's a high flyer, and obviously there's no prior story between the two. But the story they tell in the ring is the grappler of attacking the leg, trying to wear the person down to prevent them from doing moves that they would usually do. The high flyer trying to escape, and that's the type of storytelling you tell without like telling the type of you took the championship from me by cheating and now I'm gonna get you back, which is a separate type of storytelling that it's not accentuates I can't highlights like a match and takes it to the next level when you have that outside storytelling. But there are plenty of matches that you can watch that tell an in-ring story.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
No, I don't know, man. I don't see it.
I don't see it happening. I do not, because it's too far removed. Like the fact that I guess like breakdancing and skateboarding, which was seen as like more like I guess pop culture or alt culture, have made their way into the Olympics, which is really cool. I just think wrestling is probably too far down that route to ever make it reasonably within our lifetimes.
But what about like diving, like scoring them on like form and stuff? How would that be different? And again,
Like,
I go back to figure skating.
Think about the simplicity of it.
Okay.
So figure skating, yes. There are a lot of moves that happen in figure skating, but they're also only like doing almost like one thing, right? They are dancing while figure skating. It's like, and for diving, right? They do a single dive and they see the tricks that they do. If you have a 10-minute choreographed, and remember, like figure skaters are doing it for like a couple minutes at most. It's not a crazy long routine. If you have a 10-minute story, like, because when wrestling, I'm not a big fan, but I can't imagine you can tell a reasonable story, or you can like perform a good amount of stuff in like a song, like a song's worth of time. If you do like a 10-minute long thing, that is crazy difficult.
I'm gonna see if I can find like a 10-minute match.
Okay.
And show you then.
Okay, here's the problem though. That 10-minute match needs to be standalone.
Yeah.
It cannot have any outside kind of stories to it. And remember, it's also
So
you
it
can't have
happens-
the people talking.
So a lot of indie wrestling is like that.
Okay.
So indie wrestling, where a company will just hire wrestlers, just come in and like entertain. So obviously they don't know each other. They probably meet for the first time before the event. They'll plan out what they're going to do in the match, and they come in and they do that. There's no prior storytelling.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I'd love to see it. Maybe if you can prove me wrong, I'll be happy.
Okay.
But let's get moving over here, guys. We are coming up to the end of the time. Marathon swimming, no shit.
No fucking way. I'm not getting in that river.
I might be able to float.
Yeah, that's
You can grab onto all the poo and like use it as a floaty, dude.
Yeah.
Modern pentathlon.
No fucking way am I doing a pentathlon.
Look how many in the little
I'm
icon
not
they've
even
got
getting
like 10
past
dudes.
the first part of the pentathlon.
Okay,
and you want me to get through all 5 events.
In the pentathlon, you have riding, you have fencing, you have swimming, running, and shooting.
Shooting? I think I could shoot.
Okay, well that's one part. So you can do 20%.
Yeah.
I'm not getting past the first one.
Okay. Rhythmic
No.
rowing.
Hear me out.
Look, we've all rowed before.
Yeah.
We've been to the gym. We've done the rowing machine before.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same. We're not gonna be fast. I think and also we can't do the team version, so you have to be in a
single race.
monohull.
Yeah.
You can't do. Is it monohull? No, it's skull. What's it?
Skull.
Skull. You have to do a skull race.
Damn.
It's been a while, but I don't know if it's like riding a bike and it'll just like kick in and I'll remember.
I think it's like rowing a boat, dude.
Roy the boyki.
Rugby sevens, no shot. It's a team sport. Sailing is also a team sport unless you do so. I think there's different categories, but I don't know what rigging looks like. I can't. At best, I'll put my mouth in the water and like motorboat essentially. Shooting.
Yes.
Kieran said.
I think I can do shooting. I think I could.
I think I'd be pretty good.
It's because it's like.
Would you do the one hand like gangster hold?
No.
Because I think it's also. I don't know. I know the one event is just like you gotta like shoot as fast as you can, do all 3 of your shots.
Oh, I was thinking like with a rifle, like
no. It's like a handgun that you have. Do they
Was
have
it
rifles?
the one where they
So look
shoot,
here.
like,
If we look at the Olympic pentathlon, this is the gun that they have.
Yeah, it's like this handgun thing.
Jeep.
It's a weird like airsoft rifle looking kind of thing.
Okay. I thought it was like a shotgun.
As long as I'm not.
No,
just
that's clay pigeon shooting here.
Yeah. Is that not an Olympic sport? Eh?
I don't think so. I
No,
think it
I've
is.
seen
Yeah.
there must be
'Cause,
different
like,
categories.
These are categories, so there's a bunch of other things in there. I'm not doing clay shooting. There's no. I don't think I'm hitting it.
There are different categories
Hey,
to
look at
shooting. I
that. That's
apologize.
a-
Yeah.
That's a
Click here for the schedule. Let's have a look.
Sniper rifle.
Okay, so you can have air rifle, mixed teams,
So then
air
paintball,
pistol, air rifles.
So paintball is kind of a thing then in the Olympics. Air rifle team sport.
Trap men's qualification. What is a trap man?
I don't know.
You don't know what a trap is?
It's a trap.
No. In anime terms, a trap.
Oh, chef. Don't bring that in here. Anyways.
Okay.
So you guys think you could do shooting?
I definitely could do shooting.
I think so.
Skateboarding?
No.
No shot. I'm immediately bailing and cracking my skull open.
Balling.
Sport climbing.
Sport climbing. Have you seen how they move? I
I've
think the
seen how
rope
they-
does the most work. I truly believe.
No, one.
The person that's belaying them is just pulling them up. 100%. Squash? No. Squash is, regardless of how like funny people can look with their goggles that they wear, I think squash is just way
tough,
too
man.
competitive.
No.
Surfing? I could ride a wave.
I could surf.
I could
but
surf.
It depends on how big the wave is.
I've watched Surf's Up.
Such a great film. Oh my gosh, dude.
With the grain.
If
Cody,
it's-
it's me,
yeah.
man.
With the grain.
If it's like small little nice Musenberg waves,
No, I've
I can do
never
it.
surfed
sure.
in my life, so there's definitely one where I'm not doing it.
I don't think I'm. If I get like
Longboard.
4 waves, I'm at least catching one
Yeah.
for sure.
You're getting points, you think?
If I catch a wave, yeah.
All right.
Like you don't have to. Like I said, you don't actually have to do tricks to get a point. You just need to complete it. So if you dive from like the 50 meters, as long as you like make it to the water and you don't die, if you complete the action, you get points.
Are we in like a surfing pool, or like one of those like simulated?
No,
surfing-
we're not in a
We're in the
wave
ocean.
pool. No, we're in the ocean.
We're getting like dragged out on jet skis and stuff.
No, that's
Isn't
That's
that how
big
they
wave
do it? That's big
surfing.
wave surfing.
that is it.
As long as we don't do that. 'Cause
It says surfing.
big wave surfing would be.
No,
just
we're
too
not. We're not
much.
flying out to Nazare to do this, dude. That shit's scary.
That's scary.
Table tennis.
Yeah,
Look,
I
we've
could
all been
hit
away
a-
on a holiday with our families to a place that has a table tennis
Yeah.
table.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
rate?
I could.
No, have you watched actual Olympic
It's
table tennis?
disgusting, dude.
Oh my god.
A 10-year-old would clean me up.
It's
Um,
amazing. Like I lose track of the ball. It kind of like feels like it's also like on a string when they play. The way the ball moves.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I think, but I want to believe I could at least get a point off of someone.
No, I don't
No,
think I'm even.
so.
They would have to fuck up for me to get a point.
You're saying players to never fuck up?
At the way I play and the level they play.
Even if they do fuck up, it has to be a royal. They literally need to trip, fall, break both ankles, and destroy both their wrists.
Because like the speed they're hitting it, and I'm obviously just gonna be playing defense.
Yeah, but here's the
So-
thing. Yeah, okay, it's the conservation of energy, bro.
They train
gonna
for that
just
shit.
aim-
They got
The harder they hit the ball, the harder my return will be, even if I just block it. I won't be perfect because
What's that
not all
fucking-
energy is conserved.
What
but
are you? The PDF file from Seven Deadly Sins with the reflection.
I haven't watched their 7 Deadly Sins in so
Ah.
long. Oh my goodness.
Full counter? Is that the move? Like where he reflects the enemy's
There's
attack.
an anime this season called I Parry Everything, and that's what I'm equating into
Okay.
right now. So essentially, I'm just parrying the whole
No,
time.
so like Meliodas, I think it's his name.
Yeah, sure.
Like his special ability is he can just reflect any enemy's move, and it's like 3 times more effective going back towards them.
Okay, cool. I can't do that. Okay, so table tennis, no. Taekwondo, no. Tennis,
No fucking way.
I did tennis for a long time. I think I
couldn't
dust
do it.
off them flipping bones. I'm good, dude. I dust off that racket.
If
I'm,
they,
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
think I
be in the. I don't know how many people like play, but I don't think I do South Africa poorly.
if they introduce like a Jimbledon type tennis, I think
What
I
is
can do it.
what is that?
It's when you drink gin and play tennis. Jimbledon.
Sure.
I think I could do that. I'm placing in that. I think I'm pretty good when I've drunk gin.
Wouldn't that be considered like doping to some degree?
So like beer pong, like I get better the more
Oh,
drunk.
beer
I
pong
get.
should be.
Trampolining.
Yeah.
No,
I could do trampoline.
I'm so scared.
I've jumped on many.
I
a
could do a
trampoline.
backflip and get a point.
Have you
for
seen
backflip.
the
We went
tramp-
to Russia a bunch actually.
Have you seen the trampolines they use in this
It's
and how high they
crazy.
get?
Do you know
we
my
could
mom used to do
synchronized
trampolining?
backflips.
Really?
My mom back in.
So it's in your blood. You could do
It's
that.
in my blood, dude.
Something will just like activate when you step on the trampoline.
The rustling gun shows
Yeah.
up and like.
It's like in My Hero Academia, you see all the things just like connecting.
And it just shows like my mom, my grandma, all the way back to the first caveman that jumped on like slightly spongy grass. Okay, volleyball is a team sport. No, water polo is a team sport.
It's a team sport.
I do think I could feasibly block a ball if I'm keeper. I wouldn't be useless.
Weightlifting, yes.
Weightlifting.
What is the
That's great.
minimum amount of weight?
Okay. So
Because they have weight classes
I'll
as
tell
well.
you. I'll tell you what's my PR for deadlifts. Let me just check.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna look. What is the lowest weight in the Olympic?
Okay, so my deadlift record is 100 kilograms, which I know like it's not a lot, but for me it is. But then so it's not because you have to like deadlift it and then pick it up above your head.
Yeah.
I've never
49
tried that
kg.
movement in in gym. So I don't know what's like
Rishabh,
the
I think
lowest weight I could do.
IWF men's weight classes. Okay, so this is your weight class. This is how much you weigh.
Okay, so I'd be in the 81. I don't know how much I weigh. Do you have a scale actually?
I don't think it works. But let's say you as you are now.
I think
okay?
I'm 77 kgs right now.
77. Okay, so
So
you'll
I'm in
be
the
over
81
here.
kg class.
Okay. And how much do you have to lift? In each weight division, lifters compete in both the snatch and the clean and jerk. I've done that many a time, I tell you what. Prizes are usually given for the heaviest weights lifted in each and in the overall. Okay? I just want to read here. If they are unsuccessful at that weight, they have the option of reattempting at that weight or trying a heavier weight after any other competitors have made attempts. The barbell is loaded incrementally and progresses to a heavier weight throughout the course of the competition.
So you're competing against
Weights
other
are set
opponents.
in 1 kilogram increments. If two athletes lift the same weight, they are both credited with it, but in terms of placing, the one who lifted the weight first gets the highest placing. Okay, so what is...
So I think you just start at a certain weight and then you keep going until somebody can't go any further. Well, yeah, and then last person standing wins.
Okay, I would love to know how...
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not placing here.
Because if you're a 55 kilogram man, right? You're a pretty small human being.
Yeah, but you've seen people that are like built. You can still be built at 55 kgs.
No, 100%. I'm not saying that. But like, I wonder what your max lift is for that weight.
No, you have to look.
Because you're not an ant. You're not lifting 100 tons of body weight. Whereas the dudes that are like 109 kilograms, they are powerhouses.
Do you think at your weight you could probably do one?
I'm sorry, one
movement.
of these fuckers.
Yeah, one of the movements. Whereas deadlift into overhead military press.
You mean the clean and jerk? I normally jerk then clean, truly, but it's a bit of an unorthodox procedure.
I thought you use it for your family laptop.
Ah, that's a throwback.
What?
To your family computer, remember?
You remember what was made out of potatoes and?
Oh,
Wow.
dude, nice, good callback. Good
And on
call,
that
okay.
bombshell.
Okay, I don't think I'm doing weightlifting.
No.
Wrestling, I'm on the ground. I'm tapping
No.
out. I'm dying.
So when I
Someone's
did-
choking me out, dude.
When I did karate, there was a guy there who was actually like a proper like grapple wrestler,
Yeah.
and so I tried. It's like he's like, anybody want to try like take me on wrestling? I was like, I think I could. It's so frustrating. I couldn't.
It's they like they're slimy buggers, huh?
Yeah.
They wriggle and move and do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Like I could not get on top of him, and he would just mound me and just like keep me there.
Wrestling.
I can't. I can't. I'm such a child.
A child.
You would
Just pound my ass.
on the mat. In the ring, of course, in the ring. But yeah, I think what we've established is that we're not very athletic, guys. We're not.
And we're not
No, I
winning
think-
unless we're being hard carried
By
in a
our
team
team.
sport. I still think shooting I could.
I think
If you're
archery
lucky.
and
I've
shooting
seen some of those Americans who do the shooting.
do that.
They're not like athletic gods. They're kind of like a bit tubby.
Do you guys watch the like darts world championships and stuff?
Yeah,
The what
that's
championships?
Darts.
Darts.
Yes.
That's good.
It is amazing. It's
Have
a
you
massive
seen
hall
the
full of
announcers
drunk
insane.
people,
Yeah.
dudes in mohawks, and like essentially what was this guy from Flavortown again? Guy Fieri,
Guy
like
Fieri.
shirts and stuff like that.
Have you seen Luke Lidlow?
Who on earth is Luke Lidlow?
He's like one of the current like champions in England
in darts.
in darts.
Luke Lid
Littler there, yeah.
Littler.
Yeah.
Littler.
I think that's his name.
One
There we go.
one
There.
H away from fame. A 9 daughter in the sorry.
He's 16 years old.
Wait,
No
what?
way. That man's.
No way is he 16.
He's like a 40-year-old man.
No, he's not 16.
He's 16.
That's insane. How old's this guy?
That
14.
guy looks younger than him.
No, that's... dude, that is crazy. How is this guy 16?
I'm just double checking that
Where's
he
he
is
from?
16.
He doesn't...
He's from England.
He's from England.
There's no way he's
Yeah,
16.
born January 2007.
That's
17 now.
Oh.
Darts is
Weirdly enough, that makes a
But
big difference to me.
But when he stepped into the sea, he was 16.
That's insane.
Well, I mean, he was younger than that.
Dude, look at the camera work is amazing in darts.
This guy, does he? Do you rate he pounds like pints of beer?
He is 16. Yeah, of course he does. He's English.
Yeah, 100%. I was gonna say this is a massive stadium where everyone in the back there is like pounding beers for
that
sure.
would actually be a vibe, eh?
No, this looks sick. So this is like when I think of the alt sports, right? Like dart throwing. This seems like so much fun to watch. This seems like such a vibe.
Darts, I could score pretty well on darts if it was. It's not an Olympic sport, right?
No, it's not. It is not.
But I
not.
think if I had to
Not yet.
get into the weeds of it, I could hit a 20, double 20.
Either way, that does kind of bring us to the end of our. We've established we're not very good at many sports, but we'd like to be,
Yeah, we think we can.
and
maybe
we're about
do
to enter
something.
our training arc.
Well, yeah, I did just buy running shoes, so I'm ready already.
Yo, nice, dude.
I'm pretty sure every single sport that you talked about was not one where you have to do like any kind of running.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, you're not actually looking to run. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in.
Something a little different.
Something
Yeah.
a little different. I don't know how to close this out except by saying that wah.